Why is my camera? Hello, whoever's here. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Hold on. Hold on. Okay.
Also helps if I use the correct microphone.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, did I mess up? What do I need my headphones?
I have a fancy mic, but it determines that
Okay. Speak one more time.
I have a fancy mic, and everything determines to use my website headphone mic.
Hold on. One more time.
I have a fancy mic that I'm not picking up
Okay.
again.
Cool. My headphones, yeah, I messed it up. It's okay. I don't know why my camera has this weird filter thing going on. I don't know. It's very strange. But it's going to have to be because I don't know how to fix it.
It's okay. I look yellow.
Yeah? I don't know. Visual effects. Hold on, camera. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. Sorry. I just got home. As like I got home and then all of a sudden like everyone's like, Natalia. I'm like, I have to go. Hi, Brittany. Right? How is it the final book? I don't know. Who knows?
It's also December.
Right? How is it the end of the year? It's crazy. Crazy.
The past few months, I've been terrible at reading and keeping up with my own thing. I haven't even hit 100 books this year.
Right? Wow. I'm reading my 500th.
I'm going to say that my job keeps me busy and I don't listen at work anymore.
Yeah. I get that. It's crazy. Next year I want to read a lot less, for sure. For sure. Yeah, it is a lot. It was March. I read almost 200 books because of a manga and lots of short stories because Realmathon does that to me. So, yeah. All right. Welcome to everyone. We're going to talk about the last book in the series. And I also think, I don't know how much we're going to be able to talk about this last book because of what happens in it or doesn't happen in it.
I liked it.
Yeah. Mangas are really quick reads. I agree. And then we can also talk about like series as a whole and like give our like tier ranking of each book.
And then maybe predictions for the future.
And predictions for the future, yes. I'm just going to be getting the Green Rider series list up. And then, yeah. It did feel like a little bit of a filler book to me.
Yeah. I have that problem, but also I like the lore. We got lore.
We did get a lot of lore. And we got a lot of lore. We got a lot of things moving into pieces. I didn't give this a bad rating. So let's start off with our ratings. What did you rate it?
I think mine was a 4.
Okay. Mine was a 3.5.
Yeah.
Like there was parts I really, really loved, and then there was parts I was like, can we get back to it, please? I don't know.
I think one thing I don't like in the series is the romance. I don't know what.
This is another thing I didn't like what she did, and I'm just like, don't be a coward.
I don't know. It might just be because who I am as a person. I don't think I would mesh well in that like thing.
Okay. The romance became a huge no for you in this book. Yeah, we can just talk about it because it's just going to be spoilers because this is book 8 in this series. So, Yeah, so previous book we had Kerrigan was and Zachary were given permission to do the hanky panky to continue their relationship um in a more intimate way, which wasn't my favorite. And here they almost did. But then because of animals defecating, they didn't. Or vomiting or something.
Both. I think it was both.
Both. It was both. Like, okay, if you're going to give them permission, just make it happen. And then make it a product of political contention for previous books. I don't know.
But also, I have a problem how Zachary acts in general.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Tell us how Zachary, what bothers you?
He doesn't like trust her to be competent.
When she's been competent this entire series,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's an idiot and will get herself in trouble, but she'll get herself out of trouble.
She's protected by the gods, okay? Like, come on.
You would also know this.
Right? Like, I know they had a big thing happen in Firebrand where there was, like, lots of things going on. Like the whole torture thing, and that probably was really traumatic for him, so I think he has trauma. But he keeps doing it, and he keeps being told to stop doing it, and he needs to just stop doing it.
Yeah. By multiple people, too.
Yes.
So, I think this is like a failing on Zachary's part versus like a failing on the book's part. I don't know.
Yeah. Or is she kind of being like, no, I don't want Zachary and Kerrigan together, so I'm going to make it so that it doesn't, I don't know.
Maybe not. I don't know if I would be mad at that.
I wouldn't either, because that's kind of what I was expecting the entire time to happen. Like, either Astoria dies, or and they get together, or she goes with somebody else.
Yeah. What I think would be cool to happen, but I don't think it would happen because it's not really a vibe of this series, is this whole fated mate thing. I don't know what else to call it. It's not real, and it's really a dark, like, menagerie or something.
Yeah. I'm okay with fated mates, but I'm also really don't like it at the same time.
I'm okay with it, but this is weird.
Yes, I would agree. I'm okay with it, but this one is weird. Like, go ahead.
I was like, I also just don't like cheating, even though it's not cheating anymore, but still.
But it's still cheating.
Yeah.
Because he's with somebody else. Even though, unless they want to have a polycule, I guess. Because those are things.
I would be fine with that, maybe. I would have be better with her and Astoria being together.
I mean, I guess if it did become a polycule, I think that would be like, okay, sure. Like I just feel like Astoria kind of just like, I know the reasoning that was given in the book, but at the same time, I feel like she gave up on the fact of Zachary's not hers. And she's like, yeah, sure, do whatever you want. You know what I mean? I have a kid now.
Yeah, which is, I don't know. It's weird. It's just like, I want Zachary to grow.
Yes, he has been the most stagnant this entire series.
Yeah.
Kerrigan has grown a lot. I still like her.
She's a good bean.
Yeah. Though I do think in this book, the author even indicated, like, oh, she'll get captured, but she'll get herself out of it, Like, didn't somebody say something to that effect?
I mean, she lets her get kidnapped.
True, she does.
I was like, I forgot about that. I was like, that's the beginning of this book.
Yeah, well, she gets herself get kidnapped, and then all of a sudden it's the Mapstone story.
Yeah.
So,
sorry.
That's okay. No, hydration is great.
I was drinking and I hit my screen.
Oh, it happens. If it seems like today we're kind of like it's the end, but also everything's like at least I feel a little like since
It's like I'm leaving on vacation next week. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So okay. So what did you think about the Mapstone section of the book? Where it was basically just Mapstone and her dad.
I liked it, and I think it brings a new drama and interest going on.
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
Particularly with like what's going on with Mapstone.
Yeah, what's going on with Mapstone? And I think my biggest thing with it is that previously I really praised the series and like having good like alternating of point of views and things, and I understand why Kristen Britton didn't do it this way, but I didn't like how segmented each story was in this book. Like it seemed like okay, we have to just focus all on Mapstone, then we go to focus on Kerrigan, and then we have Elton. You know what I mean?
Maybe it didn't bother me that much, but I also read a lot of like I'm reading a web series right now, which is very segmented.
True. I guess I only really accept it in manga or webtoons, personally in my brain, because it's like, oh, each volume is its own thing, and if a volume takes up, you know, 2 volume, like a new arc or a new side story, I don't know. But yeah, here it kind of bothered me in this because I was expecting. I think it was just what my expectation was.
Yeah, and I can see that, and I think I was more interested in like the story of like the consequences of Mapstone being kidnapped, and I guess I'm just gonna say it, it's a spoiler, but who cares? That her like brooch left her.
Yeah. Yeah. Which sad.
Yeah. Sad. But also, I'm happy for her. She's been in this service for too many years.
Right. She has been. And it's just been like, you know, I will look at Brittany's comment in a second, but I had a thought. I agree. I liked what happened in the Mapstone section. I liked how it was bringing more information, more of the drama, the tension, the politicalness, it made the world grow a little bit more. So I think everything that happened in this book needed to happen. So there was like nothing wasted, but it just was like, and I don't know how she would have done this. So that's why I didn't give it lower than a 3.5. Cause I'm like, it felt like I didn't know how else she could have included all this information in the book and how she would have done it. So it was like, it's definitely not like Wheel of Time where you feel like you really go on a side tangent.
We did not go on a side quest. We didn't go on a full side quest. We only went on a mini side quest.
Like I liked the Lala chapters, which we'll get into that in a second. I thought it was initially wrapping up too quickly. Like I wanted her escape to take longer. I thought it was too quickly until the pirates show up. Yes, I do agree with that.
Yeah, I was like, that is very convenient. And then I was like, oh, I see.
Arg. I love the addition of the pirates. I also then love that we got more of Kerrigan's dad in it.
I do like that he's taking care of Mapstone's daughter. It's like, I guess I'm teaching her to be a sailor.
Right? It's like this lovely blended family. They're all going to be like lovely together.
And then Kerrigan's got to be like, I'm in trauma.
I need a 3-year vacation.
Also, Dad, stop squandering the fortune, please.
Oh, that makes me think of later on with the other thing. Anyway. We'll talk about that after Lala chapter. So Lala chapters, when she first showed up with the Berry sisters, I was like, what? And I was very suspicious. I was like, what are you doing, Lala? What are you going to do to my poor girls? Don't do these to my grandmas, to the aunties.
You doubted the competency of grandmas?
I was doubting for a moment because they have such big hearts. Like I could see them being, but it worked out, and I shouldn't have doubted. I learned my lesson.
Yeah. It's great. And the servants are no longer invisible, because thank God, because that's horrible.
Right? And we learned that the chef likes to make food naked.
I mean,
no one can see.
Can you get dressed? I don't remember if they could see their own clothes. So it would be very hard to get dressed if you couldn't.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, could they? Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming they could see each other.
I don't
or
think
not. Maybe their
think...
own things?
Maybe they're like, I think I remember because the one dude was very depressed because he was like alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a good question. Then they probably couldn't see each other, but they could maybe see their own things. That's what I'm thinking must be happening.
I guess.
Must.
I don't know.
Because then it would make sense why you would just not even get dressed after a while, you know? Why?
I mean, maybe after a while. I don't know after a while, because I like wearing clothes.
I do too. But for some people, I guess.
But also cooking. That sounds scary.
Cooking, I would definitely, especially as a woman, need something to cover at least my top half. For protection, you know, like I could easily bend forward and something would get burned and that would really hurt.
Yeah.
At least for me, I am kind of big chested, so I guess that's for me. I'm like, that would be awkward. I think she was wearing an apron, but even like depending on how wide the apron part was, it could depend if it held the girlies or not.
Yeah, I don't know. It also, I'm afraid of oil splatter.
That too, oil splatter, that's burning. That's why it was a medieval torture thing, you know?
I'm afraid of it now in regular cooking with clothes where I have to put something on the...
Right? So, so do you think, so what did you think of the Lala showing up at the Berry Sisters and then learning a bunch of stuff from them? By the way, Brittany does think it sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, I think I understand Lala more because she is just a child and she just needed a better role model.
Yes, she grew up just basically an abusive place. As they say now, emotional immature parents or, caregivers.
But and she just needed she just had big emotions that had big impacts.
Yes. She did. And I'm glad that the Berry sisters and her are together and friends.
Yeah.
Yes, she modeled what she was shown as good. I agree. And then when she saw the Berry sisters and them and everything, she was able to see a different aspect to that, which was, I think, very good. Because it did make me think, I forget her name. How was she going to get her voice back? Either Lala would die or Lala would have to give it back to her. But how do you do that with everything that happened? And I think I did like how it was done.
Yeah. And I know her name, but I've also, the minute you said I don't know her name, it has escaped my brain. I was like, Golden Guardian. I forgot even her last name, which I think starts with an F.
Hold on, I can also look up Green Rider. Green Rider characters. Unless Brittany is faster than me at typing. Estral!
Thank you.
Estral, yes. She got her voice back. Oh, and then, sorry, we're now just jumping along to other events, bunch of things, but we'll get back to Estral in a second.
Yeah.
Hello, Dead from a Sleepover. Welcome.
Are you caught up? Because this is just spoilers.
She's fine with spoilers. She'll probably forget everything, to be honest. It will also mean nothing to her.
Yeah. Oh, I guess this is, since we're dropping topics, Kerrigan just had a bad time this book.
She did. She did it. The whole thing. I think the one thing that also it kind of felt like out of nowhere, but I also appreciated it, was the whole like guild thing. But I also really liked it at the same time. So this book was a really hard one for me to like rate because I liked stuff, but then it's like it came out of nowhere almost. But it also makes sense.
I think it would make sense. It'll make if you reread it with more context, like at the end of the series, like with the next book, it might flow better.
Maybe. Okay, good. That's what I thought. You might forget. Oh yeah, it's gonna just sound like gibberish. It's true. I forget what book you're on. I mean, that could be your replacement book, Tamara. Whatever book you're on. I think you're on the High King's Tomb. Maybe. Anyway. But yeah, no, you're right. She just had a bad time. Do you want to? Sorry.
It's like 3 different versions. So in the beginning, she's just like, I am a merchant and I'm just in a bad time because my family is trying to. It would be bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she had her aunt died.
Yeah, and then she kind of has a crash out.
Yep, and everyone has a crash out because Dad is gone trying to save Larian. Laren.
And the
and
tobacco.
We'll get to your comment soon, Tamara. And then so she's doing her best, and Kerrigan has a bad time, but I loved how it all came to a happy conclusion. You can do whatever you want, Tamara. Okay, book 3. That's my swap out for Time Seeker, since that one's apparently a Halloween book. My sister and I we took 12 books from our shelves and we wrapped them up and we have them as surprises. So I gave her a book that I thought was wintry, but it was totally Halloween fall vibes. Oops. So
yeah.
Yeah. How did you go ahead? Sorry.
I don't know. I don't know if I love she should get punished, and she did get punished for like beating the shit out of people.
Yes. Yes, I agree. She should get punished for beating people up.
What she did.
Yes. But also I also think that the punishment she got, even though she got out of it, the punishment she got was far exceeding the crime, personally.
Yeah. Because her crash out wasn't really a valid response, but also
no, it was not. But to be basically charged for that much gold that nobody has that amount of gold. You know, like the Galadrians were supposed to be like the super rich family that they were jealous of, but she's like, we don't even have that kind of money. That seems very astronomical for beating a bunch of people up as a punishment.
Well, she was also thrown in jail for a bit. That was really bad.
Yes, I think being thrown in jail was a good start to the punishment process. Yes. No, just kidding. You'll have to read to find out. After
that, then she has the other bad time of the Avatar bullcrap.
Yes. All the drugs, Tamara. Just kidding.
I mean,
it's so much to explain.
The other person is selling drugs because they have tobacco.
Yes. You know, there's other people probably selling drugs in the merchant guild or whatever.
I don't know. We haven't really seen have we seen drugs in this world?
No, but I feel like they do exist.
I don't know. That's a different side tangent. It's probably too much to expect from this series.
Maybe. Yes, and the whole thing with the Avatar that happens, you said.
Which is just a bad time.
Just morphine, Brittany says. Which, black market, come on. And then she also had the time where she keeps on wanting to sleep with Zachary, and then it doesn't happen.
Which is weirdly gross.
Yeah, it was just like, I think that probably annoyed me the most. I'm like, just don't be a coward. Just let them do it. Anyways, we said that earlier too.
Or have somebody important walk in on them.
Yes. Or have Astoria walk in, but she's okay. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, not walk in, but have, since the weapons are outside, have the weapons like be like, "Yo, stop!"
Knock on the door.
Yeah.
Sire. Also, I love that no one questioned why Kerrigan was half undressed when they came in to tell them about the thing. Somebody came. One of the weapons came in to talk to them, and she was like just half dressed or undressed.
The weapons know everything. They also don't care.
That's true, but no one even made like a snide comment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, because the weapons are weird. Because Kerrigan is basically a part of them, so there's.
She is. That's what I mean. They, like, one of them could have made a snide comment like, good thing you're only partially a weapon or something like that. I don't know. Lucky duck. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if that thing is actually a true piece of information.
True. Let's go back to Estral with getting her voice back. And okay, how did you feel? So we learned that Green Riders can't get pregnant in previous books. Can't have children. But then Alton gets someone pregnant. And it's kind of just blown off as like, I guess the Green Rider badge is just sexist against women. I don't know.
Well, no, I don't mind the explanation because it's basically it's procreation without taking them out of the field.
Yes, that's a good point. It kind of made me go, I liked the explanation, but I also was like, magic should do better. I don't know.
Magic should not be gender exclusive. I was like, how do you tell?
Right? It is not like vampires in Twilight.
Well, it's like, how do you tell?
Right?
Maybe the magic is the person cannot get pregnant.
Yes. And maybe that is the magic. But also, like, I guess that was also just them being like, oh, maybe just kind of think of the explanation, you know? Like, it's not like whoever made the Green Rider badges were like, this is what the thing is. It was more like, oh, this is what we think happens and stuff.
Yeah, it was a little annoyance, but I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Plausible explanation.
But the baby ended up being lost anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sure sounds like it. It's not. It's not, Tamara. Trust me.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter other than to give Estral trauma.
Estral trauma and to like magically fix the wall to have a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like they need like. I guess I would trust in Britain to kill more people.
Yeah.
I was getting really tense, and I thought Alton was gonna die, and I was gonna be sad. But
I thought it was gonna be the little brother for some reason.
Or yeah, the little brother too. I was gonna be one of them, but like when the little brother was thrown, I was like, oh no, he's gonna, he's the one. But like then it's just this unborn child, which I'm like, okay, this is the second time you've gotten rid of an unborn child, Miss Britain. Okay. Please don't do it a third time.
Kill somebody important.
Yes. Like, she killed one of my favorites that we barely got anything about, and it was great yet sad.
And she's still coming back, though.
Yes, Barrage is still coming back. I'm like, I really need her to kill somebody off, and it's gonna be traumatic. I don't know. We can talk about who do we want. Who do you think would be the most traumatic person and best person to die in this series that will not come back to life?
Most traumatic, maybe Kerrigan's dad.
Yes, and that could affect Mapstone and Kerrigan.
And Mapstone's daughter, which I forgot her name.
And Mapstone's daughter, yes. And Zachary, too. Well, not Zachary, because Zachary will be just sad because Kerrigan's sad and Mapstone's sad.
Who do I want to kill? Zachary.
I don't think, okay, this is the only reason why I don't think Zachary would die, and that would be a bad idea. It would put the kingdom in such upheaval that it would really, I think, mess up with the ending of the series.
Yeah.
Lauren would be a huge death. I agree. I kind of thought she could have the possibility of being dead late, like since, you know, she was kidnapped and pirates and stuff.
I think I agree, but I also think her death would be less impactful right now, given her state.
Yes. I'm trying to think of who I think would be. I think who should die? Who would I kill if I was doing this?
That's what I was going to say. There's two different. There's the most impactful death, and who do I want to die?
Yes, I have to do like it's something. Okay, so if you think about it, she's definitely leading up to the last book or two. Like, there's either going to be one more book or two more books. I hope it's just one. We'll see. But I'm okay if it's two. What?
We'll come back in 4 years and we'll find out.
Yes, we'll come back in 4 years and find out. Oh, that's so long. Anyway, so whose death? I mean, Zachary's death would be very interesting of a death. Especially, this is the only reason why, yeah, his death would be very interesting because then Astoria would become the ruler, or her children would. I don't know how these politics in the world works exactly.
But we also have that prophecy thing.
Oh, remind me of the prophecy thing.
Queen of Thorns.
Oh, Queen of Thorns.
I think that's her title.
Yes. Queen of Thorns. Queen of Thorns.
Astoria.
Yes. Hold on. I need remembering. Where are you? There you go. Lady Astoria.
I think it only happened in this book, so I don't know if
might have been. I realized before I left work, I was like, do I remember much of what happens? No.
It happened in this book. I just remember you were talking about it. I was like, oh, she does have that vision in the dancing hall when they.
Oh, yes.
Actually rips off the.
So I actually, just because of sexual frustration on Kerrigan's part, because you know what? She needs some more sexual frustration. Then she can understand what her dad's coming from with going to the brothels. No, just kidding. I think Zachary would be the death I would want now that we talk about it, even though I said before, no, I don't want that because it would really upheaval things and where that is in the books. But I'm like, you know, he could die in the very end.
Yeah, we don't know what's in his letter.
True. But I'm kind of feeling like, yeah, it's his time to die.
He needs to grow or die.
Yeah. Do you know whose death would be the most impactful for me personally is the Barry sisters. But I think they're fine.
Let's see. Estral would be bad for me. Alton I can survive with.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Connolly I could survive with. Mara would be sad.
Mm-hmm.
Tegan, I like Tegan.
Oh, I'm blanking on what they're called. What are the elf people called again?
I have forgotten.
I forget too. But anyways, the elf people, the elf-like people, Eltians. Thank you. They are being creepy people in this book.
Yeah, I still don't know what's going on with them because they're like, there is no reason we've made you a princess. I'm like, huh?
Right? And like I did like so the ending scene. We'll get actually ending scene was so cool with the IRL, the game I can never remember, Intrigue. Right?
Oh yeah, Intrigue.
Yes. That was a cool ending scene.
Yeah.
Tamara, I don't know if you want us to be the life goals of the sisters in here. No, we are the life goals of the Berry sisters. Except you have kids. But anyway.
Are you saying you argue a lot?
No, we don't. We don't argue a lot. Tamara doesn't know that they argue a lot, though. Oh, I just noticed Brittany's comment. The Berry sisters are immortal. They can't die ever. Yes. I think that's actually true.
We don't know what's going on with them. They're weird.
I never argue. Yeah, that's true. I argue more. But yes. Sorry, I'm getting tangent all over the place with my thoughts. I think it's because it's like I read it, I was like, this is how I feel about it, and then it's time passed, and then I was like, now I'm remembering things that we're talking about them. Yes, I read the book, Tamra.
I remember like the 3 distinct sections, and then I'm just like remembering bits and pieces of what else happened.
Yes. Oh, one thing we didn't talk about when with the whole like thing with the guild is that I loved it that the person she talked to in the golden thing, the brothel, bailed her out.
I love her because she's like the only like queer character too.
Right? Yes, I do love. I agree. I think there should be more Berry sisters throughout every single book. That needs to be rewritten. I'm just kidding. All right. See you soon. But yeah, I agree. I love her so much, and she's like, I'm actually just really rich, and this is why you shouldn't say bad things about us. Hello.
Yeah. And then she just flirts with Kerrigan, and Kerrigan's like, I have no idea what to do.
Right, exactly. Exactly. All right, what are your theories? Unless you have something else you want to say about the book.
I mean, we didn't really talk about Baby Horse.
Oh, we didn't talk about Baby Horse.
But there's not much to do with Baby Horse right now, other than it's good to see the payoff from that one scene from book 3.
Yes. There's definitely going to be more payoff with Baby Horse in the future, for sure. Especially since she was holding on. We finally got it from book 3 to this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, when he first appeared, I was like, oh, I understand now.
Yes. Oh, and then like and then like the whole fact that there's like still dragons and griffins talking about. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about Baby Horse.
Other than there's a Baby Horse.
There's Baby Horse. Baby Horse was mentioned, and Baby Horse approved. We approve of Baby Horse.
And Baby Horse is not so Baby Horse very quickly.
Yes, definitely not. Yeah, I don't think I have much else to say except I like the ending scene. That made me the most excited to see what happens next.
Yeah. I guess, do you want to do predictions or tier list first?
Let's do predictions first.
Okay.
Predictions for future books. Okay, I have one really silly one. They're finally gonna do it, or they're never gonna do it. Zachary and Kerrigan.
On the last page of the last book.
You know what? It's gonna happen after the war, or it's gonna happen before Zachary dies, because I could see him dying.
Yeah. Okay. I guess the first prediction: 1 or 2 books left.
Oh, this one's hard because I did think, I'm like, okay, this does feel like the next book could be the last book. However, I could also see this. I'm gonna give a final answer instead of this non-answer that I'm giving right now. But I do think there could be some more things that she could reveal in another book. There are currently 8 books, Tamara. We just read book 8.
And so 2 novellas.
And plus 2 novellas. So there's 8 main books, 2 extra novellas, which is 11. Nope, sorry, 10. But I think my brain wants to say 10, but I kind of want to say there's only 1 book left.
Yeah. So I think I don't know if she's a planner, because I know there's other series that follow in trilogy arcs, and I don't think this series really falls on a trilogy arc.
That's a good point.
That's what I was like. I like 9 because it's nice going into a trilogy for each kind of arc thing, but I don't think it really falls that.
Actually, I think it kind of does. So we have Green Rider, First Rider's Call, and the High King's Tomb, which I feel like they do kind of are like the beginning trilogy of this is Kerrigan. She's a Green Rider. She's learning how to be a Green Rider. And we now are opening up and saying la-di-da. And then we have Blackveil, which Blackveil is when she's learning, and then she goes into Blackveil, and then Mirror Sight is more magical stuff, and Firebrand is kind of like the end of that trilogy with the trauma and all that. And then there's Winter, and then this is Winterlight kind of starts the war trilogy of the series.
Yeah, so I could see that.
I didn't even think about that.
The only reason I really think about that is because that is the other series I read this year was Cradle, which follows that trilogy. There's 12 books in that, and that follows a trilogy arc.
So you're saying, Tamara, there's 3 books left?
Or 1 book left with the 2 novellas.
1 book left. Because are you including the novellas or not including the novellas? Or are you saying there's 11 books left in this series? And I will just... No, I'm just kidding.
There's only one series that I trust to be done when they say they have a lot of books and they have this many, and there's one author that I trust to do that.
Is it Sanderson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. He keeps giving us secret projects, but at this point, are they really secret projects?
But also, he sticks to a schedule, basically.
He did say, if everything goes to plan, I will be done with the Cosmere at the age of 70.
Okay. Anyways.
I'm like, okay, Brandon. I'll be 60 or something like that.
I will trust him. I'll trust his process. He hasn't let me down.
Right. Tamara, that is really cruel to have 3 more books left, because I also don't see how she could have 3 more books left.
Yeah. That would be 3 more books would be 12 years.
Yeah, that would be 12 years.
And this book was started in 1988. No, 1998.
Yeah. Or is it 92? Yeah, 98. Sorry, I see it.
It's 98 because it's the year after me.
Yeah. 2 more books left. I can see 2 books. But I'm going to be putting my prediction as 1 more book.
I want it to be 1 more book because
she doesn't have the legs.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Good, sorry.
I want it to be one just because I don't want it to be too fillery. I don't know what more information we need.
Yeah, I agree. She doesn't have the lifespan of 11 more books. I agree with that. So 20 more years. She is not the woman Brandon Sanderson at all. She writes slowly.
She has a process, but I don't think it's a planner process.
She comes out with books every 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
Actually, for public, oh, sorry, that's a different one. Yeah, it was 4 years between Winterlight and this one. So please, not 11.
I will drop it before then. Also, it's like, are we going into the next generation? What's going on?
Right? Which, honestly, if she wanted to do a next generation, I would read it, but I want this story to be over.
Yeah. Okay. Next prediction.
Okay.
The fate of the monarchy.
We've talked about this previously.
Yes.
And that's why I also think why Zachary's death would be really good, because we could have that democracy theory that we kind of discussed previously.
Yeah. My question is, what do you do with the weapons?
That's a good point. You would read it Next Generation? Yeah, it would be a lot of fun. It'd be kind of like Dragonlance.
I think it would be like Laren's kid.
Yeah. Oh, a long book series. Yeah. I gotcha. I had to think about that for a second. So what do you do with the weapon? That's a good point, because the weapons are, you bury them. Tamara, the weapons are people. This is really fun and chaotic to have Tamara around, because she's like, I'm giving suggestions, but I am only on book 2. I only finished 2 books.
And she knows she knows what the weapons are.
She also could be Jordan. She could be Jordan, and I don't like that. She's already almost like Jordan, but better.
I haven't given up after book 3.
Yes. You could bury people. That's a good point.
They're all named Barry.
I've forgotten what the weapons are, to be honest. That's why I'm reminding her.
Anyways, but I don't know what it could get rid of the democracy and then just the weapons repurpose of protecting the because I think their purpose is not the monarchy itself. It's like the idea of Saccaridia.
Yes. Brittany's going in. They do spend a lot of time in the tombs. That is a good point.
And then yeah.
That's a good point. They could become like the like with the democracy, you'd have to have like a board or something like that. I mean, what if the weapons become the like, not the Congress, but like the presiding head of the board of directors. I don't know how to say it. Forgetting the term.
The House.
The House. The Congress. Brittany does know what you're talking about.
I don't know. We'll see. But my prediction is it might stay a democracy because it might stay a monarchy, but we really haven't seen that thread pop up again.
Yes. We also could have it be like England is, where they have a monarchy, but the ruling body is a different system, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. But
Tamara's being super silly.
I think ultimately I don't think Zachary will be king anymore.
Yes, I agree. I agree with this, which makes me really think he might die even more so now.
I think we've talked about this previously. Zachary dying and Kerrigan ascending would be interesting.
Yes. My other thought is, if Kerrigan doesn't ascend, what if she goes back to the future to be with the man she loves, really? I forget his name. It starts with a
Cade,
C.
but also we hate him.
We also hate him, but I feel like she actually loves him more than Zachary. And Zachary is now like, I just have to give into this emotion. And it's a way for her to grieve.
Yeah. I think she is in love with the idea of Zachary.
Yes. Tamro, you have to read the series. He's still a good king, but there's other things that you will learn as you but yeah, I agree. She likes the idea of Zachary more than Zachary himself.
Which is fine. I don't like Zachary. I would want to stab him.
Yeah. Yeah, even though I didn't love the romance from the future, I do like him better than Zachary for her.
Does he have the same problem as Zachary, if I remember?
He probably does. She has a type.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Who does Kerrigan?
Yes, I'm giving you side eye tomorrow.
Yes, camera. Bombastic side eye.
Or the way I'm facing. I want to spin in my spinny chair, so I'm trying not to spin.
Cade, that's his name. Who's also a weapon.
Yeah. Also very dead.
Also, well, is he dead or just not alive?
Or not exist, or never can exist. Oh, maybe Mr. Man comes back that has 3 people in him and she marries him.
Maybe. What was his name again?
We're terrible. Are we good at this?
Terrible with names. I mean, it did take me forever to remember the name of this book.
I do Sleeping in a Sea of Stars all the time. I'm like, no. Amber Hill, thank you.
I knew it was an A, and I was like, I don't remember. Amber Hill. Anyway, yeah, Amber Hill. See, Brittany's here to remind us about the names and other things.
The problem is I don't have a physical book because they're all in hardcover right now.
I don't have one either. I have the ebook. Well, all my physical books are in another place, so I did think about grabbing them all, but that was too much work. I was rushing.
I can grab them all, but also I don't want to.
But yes, Amber Hill. He could come back because other people have come back. So there's actually one theory I have had during this book because Kerrigan keeps mentioning Cade. I have 2 thoughts. One, Kerrigan will go in the future where she has saved the world, Saccaridia, and it's a better place, and she will be with him. Or I for some reason kept on thinking he's gonna just randomly show up in this book. He's gonna figure out how to time travel. My door is locked. You can't do it. Bwahaha.
She can knock on the door though.
She could. But the thing is, her children are here, and her children would see her, and they would stop her because they want to be like, Mom, Mom, Mom. So, but yeah, I keep on thinking that Cade's just gonna randomly show up.
We had Cade lookalike.
We did have a Cade lookalike. Oh, your children are home. I thought they were still here. Oops. Never mind. Anyway. Yeah, we did have a Cade lookalike. So that's another thought I had was that Cade might show up and appear, and then there would be love triangle drama. Actually, I could see her just dropping Zachary.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll find out. And then
we will.
Zachary, maybe, and then Astoria will become queen, and she'll be cool and awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we think about for theories of the war? I mean, I'm assuming that Saccaridia is going to win the war.
I would hope so.
Right? But what outcomes from the war do you think will happen besides like a monarchy or democracy?
I think Black Veil may be fixed.
Yes, I agree. We want Kerrigan to be an independent woman. She is not going to be an independent woman.
Or Astoria.
Oh, Astoria, yes. Astoria could totally be an independent woman. But Kerrigan is not going to be. I would agree. Black Veil being purified. We got that really hinted. I don't think Brittany read to that point, but I think with the sacrifice that was happened with Estrel and Elton's child, really showed that it's going to be a purification status soon.
Yeah, and I think that would mean more magic in Saccaridia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think magic's gonna come back.
Yeah.
For sure. Brittany can explain where she is at this time.
And I think I kind of want the Second Empire or the Empire people to show up. Like the real Empire. I'm like, where are they?
Yeah, right? Like,
did they die?
Who knows?
Because they just stopped giving aid to the Prince dude.
They did. She is 70% into book 8, Tamara.
I mean, Prince dude, I mean Mornhaven, but...
Yes, Moorhaven. Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna die. He has to die.
Yes, I agree. Better than me. Let's see. Any other theories that we have? Maybe. Weird theory. Go ahead with yours first.
I think the writers are going to be exposed of having magic.
Yes. Which is so funny to me because we've just been living with the writers. I think everybody knows that they have magic.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a plot point in contention, particularly with the Moon Priests in the next book, because it's going to be exposed early or something.
I would agree with that. They for sure are going to have that issue. I think Larian and Kerrigan's dad, if nothing bad happens to them, which they probably won't be, will be together. They're going to get married.
Yeah.
Oh, just you wait, Tamara.
It gets worse.
Just you wait, Tamara. Okay. Is there any other predictions that anyone might have? It would be such a cute marriage scene between them.
Do you think she's gonna inhabit? Are they gonna like get the gods to fight in the last war?
I can see that happening. Kerrigan just scream at them and be like, "You fight in this war," and they'll be like, "Okay." After making a big fuss about it.
Against the one god of the empire. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. That's why I think there could be possibly 2 books, because we could get some more god stuff in the next book. And then, like, basically last book would be the battles, the fights, all of that. I am curious if the books are going to get shorter. Okay, actually, if there's 1 book left, how many pages do you think the book is going to be?
Probably the same size as Wintersteel. Not Wintersteel, the other one. Winterlight.
Winterlight?
Yeah. Wintersteel, the Cradle book, which I read at the same time as Winterlight.
Oh, no. I would agree. Winterlight is probably going to be, not Winterlight. Next book, if it's the last book, it's going to be like 800 to 900 pages. Tamara, no. I don't think any of them have been that short.
Maybe Green Rider.
Which I think is 20 blazing.
Which is maybe, I think Green Rider itself is 500 pages.
Yeah, it's close to 500. If it's 2 books, I think they could both be like 600 pages.
Yeah.
500 pages each.
I'd say closer to 600, given the like trend of most of the draft
Yes.
books.
I would agree. I would agree with that. I know your secrets, Tamra. Okay. So, no, thank
That's
you.
more reasonable.
I mean, I could see it being that long, but no, thank you. Oh, there's a reason why I haven't read the last Stormlight book yet.
I just finished a 61-hour audiobook. I don't need another one.
Right? Okay. If there's no more predictions, I'm going to wait a second because there is a delay in the live show. We can do the tier list next of favorite books in what order. I'm going to give it a moment. I'm also impatient, so I want to give it less than a moment. But
I need a moment to think. I'm just like,
all right. Right?
I'm reading a 34-hour one right now.
This is Tamara's tier ranking. Book 1 and then book 2. Which is interesting because I liked book 2 better than book 1.
I have it.
But yeah, no, 60 plus hour audiobooks are, yeah, they're long.
It's really good though.
What book is it?
I've talked about before. It's The Wandering Inn.
Oh, Wandering Inn. Nice. I do want to start the series. I just, like, again, I'm afraid of those really long books right now.
I know. There's 17 of them in audiobook form. More.
Right, and they're all 60 hours, right?
They're all at least 20 hours or more.
Oh.
But then they're more on the range of 30-ish.
Should we start? Do you want to start with your least favorite and then go with your favorite?
Okay.
Or do we want to go down the road and give it like an A, B, or C or S tier?
Let's do least favorite to most favorite. I'm not going to count the novellas in here because I don't think that's fair.
I agree. My least favorite was this last one, Falling in the Sea of Stars. Just because there's a lot of, but I understand why it needed to be done, but it's not like much less than the other books that I read. It's like only half a point.
I think that I would agree with that. Yeah. I guess what I was gonna say, my 7th book. I'll go first. So it would be probably Green Rider.
Mine might be Green Rider as well. I just have to verify something with what I wrote for something.
I'm going on vibes, not off of what I gave it with stars, because that's probably what I gave it with stars is fake.
I would agree. Oh wait, what did I? No, that one was good. That one was really. Yes. No, okay. I would agree. Green Rider is next for me for my least favorite, number 7. And then I want to give off of vibes. Oh, this one's tricky. For number 6. I'm going to say First Writer's Call is my number 6, I think.
Yeah, my this is controversial one. Not really controversial, but Mirror Sight is probably my 6th.
That's fair. That's not controversial. It is the lowest rated of the series.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the controversial one on that one.
Yeah. And then 5 for me is probably First Writer Call.
Okay. 5 for me is, well, it has to be Winterlight. Yeah. I keep on thinking I want to say the novellas. I'm like, no, it's not. No, actually, it's either Firebrand or Winterlight. I think it's going to be, I don't know.
Winterlight, I think, was too long. Well, Firebrand was long.
It's going to be Winterlight. Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And then my next one after that one would be Firebrand.
Yeah, so my 4, I think we're on 4.
Yes.
Would be Winterlight.
Okay.
And then my 3 is Black Veil. No, actually, Firebrand.
Okay. I think my 3 is I read those so long ago. I think it's gonna be. I'm trying to remember what happens. Okay, it's really close. I think it's gonna be Black Veil as my number 3. And then for my number 2, I'm so unpopular. My number 2 is. See, these 3 are so close. High King's Tomb, and I think I'm number 1 is gonna be Mirror Sight.
Did you say Firebrand? Did we skip a number?
I said Firebrand already.
Okay. So my number 2 is, I think, Black Veil.
Yeah. This could be like either or. Like Black Veil and High King's Tomb are so close together in my love for them that they're like kind of almost the same ranking. 3 and 2.
And my favorite's High King's Tomb, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second. I'll grab my...
Oh, no problem. How's everyone doing? Oh, you got them.
Yeah. I thought it would be easier. I guess it's easier just to show my stack.
That's a good point. I guess I could go get my stack.
While I'm rearranging these and trying to remember what order I gave them.
I will be right back. I will do the same. I had to move strength of the few. It was on top of these.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to turn on the light.
Okay. Yes, Brittany, please do. I will click in a second. I just don't own the newest one because I have to buy it in paperback. Okay. Now what did I say?
I think this is my stack without book 8.
Hold on. I need to make you bigger for my eyes. So you're gonna get big for a second. That's not. Nope. 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 Hold on. Very, very nice. Very nice. Why is my copy sticky?
That was very heavy to hold up.
Okay. So Falling to the Sea of Stars is going to be bottom for me, for sure. And then it was going to be that one. Now I forgot what I said off the top of my head when we were talking.
I think you did 8 and then 1. And then I think you did 2.
Yes. And it was just after I'm on winter. I was like Winterlight I did put there. And then I have
Firebrand.
And then honestly, yeah, my favorite is Mirror Sight. Okay. I'm sorry, not sorry, because it was so different. And I am such a character reader. Okay. We got to know so much about Kerrigan's character. This book made me love her a lot more, like a lot.
And I understand that. I think the first time I read it, it was dead last. This time I read it, I think I understand it more, even though
Yeah. So hold on. Do not follow me. You're so slippery, all of you. This is my ranking.
You're gonna have to hold it from one bottom and hold the top.
So There we go. And just imagine falling the Sea of Stars is right there. But yeah, again, these two I love so much too, and they're like interchangeable. Where's my camera? These are interchangeable in their placement. High King and Black Veil. Honestly, if like, yeah, they could go in either direction. So much happened in these two books.
I was gonna say, is High King the what is the start of the Kerrigan is in pain arc?
Black Veil, I think.
I mean, she only gets thrust into a tomb in High King's tomb.
Yeah, she only gets thrust into a tomb. This is when her pain kind of begins to start happening. But then, like, hello, lots of pain.
And then Firebrand. Oh God.
And then Firebrand torture. And
Winterlight,
then
PTSD.
PTSD for 800 pages.
I'm laughing, but it's not funny.
It's not funny, but yes, it is. I agree with you on that. And then whenever I get book, she wasn't in too much. She was in emotional turmoil in this one.
Oh no, she's in physical pain.
Oh, that's true. She is in physical pain. You're right. Okay. Rating system. First to last. Winterlight, Green Rider, Firebrand, Black Veil, Mirror Sight, High King's Tomb, First Rider's Call, Falling, and Sea of Stars. Cool. But looking back on vibes, that's not how I would rank them. I don't know how you rank them on vibes. Fair. Very fair. I love that my favorite book in the series has a sticky part right here and a big red dot.
One of mine has a red dot too, I think. No, it doesn't. One of them is like from a really my one is from a like secondhand bookstore, so it's kind of
nice.
Like beat the hell.
Yeah, I bought all of mine new. But I think when I bought Mirror Sight, it was one of those like it was from Amazon and it was like there wasn't too many copies available. And I think they just like, oh, someone probably returned this, so we're gonna just
this one's very floppy for me.
But yeah, these books are the best floppy.
Like I don't read them, but I own them and they're like floppy.
For over half of this series, I did like Mirror Sight is where the last one I did. I read and listened to the audiobook at the same time. But then my time was just getting too bogged down, and these are long boys, girls. So yeah.
I don't know.
It was a purely audiobook at that point.
We did it. We made it.
We did it. We made it. Round of applause. So, I think the question is, do we want to reread the series again if the next one is the final last book?
I would like to see when it gets announced. I think we should wait until it's actually released to see what happens if it's actually
or if they specifically say last book in the series in the description.
Yeah.
It was a huge project. There was a point where I did think I want to give up on this. But we did it. In a year.
Survived. But that's also me. I kind of just go
I think because you were very much like, oh, let's just do this. I was like, okay, I can do this. I can do this with Rachel. Rachel's dedicated. I'll be dedicated. I now understand why YouTubers do 2 books a month for long series.
Yeah. I didn't think it was this long for the series, but also I was like, it is long.
12 years later. We could do this in 12 years later.
We'll find out.
We'll find out in 3 to 4 years what next book it will be. So, thank you everyone who's come to the live show or watched it later. I appreciate it.
We do it again with a different series.
Should we? I don't know. Should we? Let's see. Hold on. Now I have nowhere to put these books. You didn't feel, Tamara. You had like a huge reading slump in the middle of the year, so it's totally fine. No problem, Brittany. Brittany and Tamara, do you have any thoughts of what series we should do next? Should we do one next year?
In a month?
In a month? So, do we want to do a long series like this, or do we want to do like a shorter series?
I don't care. I'm already the series I'm reading this year is Wandering In.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna make you do that because that's stupid and that's my own challenge.
Yeah, I think I would die doing one of those a month.
That's not a month. I'm barely surviving on a month that one book.
One next year would be fun, but I haven't been the best. That's okay. I'm thinking we could do like short. If we do one a month, we could do shorter books. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't even know what series. I'm like, what series are there?
Have you read the Michael J. Sullivan series?
I have. I would be down to reread them, but I've been meaning to read them in a specific order.
I have read. Let's see. I've read the not the Ryra Revelation series, but the Chronicles. I read the first one.
The Crown Tower.
I've read the first two books. So I read the Crown Tower and the Rose and the Thorn and the short stories. Maybe we could do every other month for discussions. Maybe.
The only problem with that is the 3 books in the Ryra Revelations are really long, but
yes.
They're practically 6 books.
Yes, and also I just noticed that the Chronicles, he announced another book for 2027.
Yeah, however, Chronicles really does. Chronicles are filler kind of short stories.
Yeah, I did really like I gave the Crown Tower 5 stars and the Rose and Thorn 4.5. Let's see what I have on Audible for series that I haven't finished, because I have quite a few fantasy series.
Yeah.
Or we could do a trilogy.
I'd be down for most everything except really monster porn.
Don't worry, I won't do that to any of us.
I mean, I could read it. I just don't think I would be able to say much about that.
I don't think there's much to say about it either. Let's see here. You know what I've been dying to do lately? I feel like I should read other books, as I really want to reread the Dagobah trilogy so bad.
Dagobah trilogy? I have all 3 of them, so I could reread them.
I'm gonna see something else first, because I'm like, I should probably do something else. Yeah, any suggestions? Brittany, what do you have on your shelves, or what series are you in the middle of? Or we can just think about it and then talk about it. We can let y'all know. I don't know, can I make community posts? Am I allowed to? You're up for whatever?
I would be maybe in Buddy Reads, or your community post on your YouTube page.
I can also put it on my Instagram too.
Yeah.
I can do both. I can do Instagram and community reads on YouTube. I am starting to do a monthly TBR video, so I will probably mention it in that video.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I will not be a YouTuber because I just don't have time.
Well, so this is what I do for TBR videos. I live stream it and then I just post the live stream. I don't do any editing.
That's fair.
Yeah. I just noticed the time and I'm like, oh, I have something at 3:30.
Yeah, no, I gotta go pick up groceries because I'm starving.
Yeah. So okay, I will give some options and we can talk about it, and then I will announce it somewhere for people. So thank you again for coming, for riding along. Riding along on the Green Rider series.
I had fun. I'm glad I got obsessed with this in 2020 too.
And I'm so glad that my sister-in-law said, oh yeah, I read Green Rider and I really liked it. You should read it, when she was dating my brother. So, and then I said, have you read it? And she's like, I only read book 1. I'm like, oh, you have to read them all. So,
Yeah.
All right. Bye.